Peace, fam. Free the land. Black power. Assalamu alaikum. This is your brother Shaka Shakur, and this is another segment of Africa Talk. Like I told you, we're not just going to be in a house talking on the camera. We're going to take it to the streets. So today we're on 103rd and 5th Avenue in Manhattan. This is right outside of Central Park, and it's right across the street from the Academy of Medicine. Now, the reason we're out here today is because we want to talk about a particular person by the name of J. Marion Sims, MD. This individual, J. Marion Sims, is quoted or noted for being the father of modern gynecology, the examination of women internally. Well, like all other crafts, you have to perfect your craft through a process of examination and repetitive experiments. Well, here's the catch, family. Who could he have possibly experimented on during that time and got away scot-free with whatever went wrong? You know, I'll tell you, the African woman. That's who he experimented on. He took African women wholesale because we weren't considered people. And he would lay a woman down and proceed to experiment. If you bled to death or whatever the case may be, so what? Just go get another slave. So why am I being so raw with this? I have to be raw with this because of the simple fact that everything we talk about at African Talk is real, family. White supremacy is real, and it is around you every day, everywhere. Now let's just take an analysis. We all seen the picture of America invading Germany right after World War II. The first thing they did was blow up the symbol of Nazism to show the world that they're free. And same thing in Russia. The first thing they did is knock down the wall. They went in and so-called took Saddam Hussein out. They brought down his statue. So the question we're asking as Africans, if slavery is over, then why still have this statue here? Why still give credit to a murderer? Can I put up a statue of Hitler? I don't think so. So how can you do this? I'll tell you how they can do this because we don't know our history, and that's what we're going to talk about today. First of all, along with the statue is some writings of credit given to this monster. So let's read those writings. First, it says that J. Marion Sims is a surgeon and philanthropist, founder of the Women's Hospital, State of New York. His brilliant achievement carried the fame of American surgery throughout the entire world. Now, how do you put a butcher like this, who experimented on black women wholesale, in charge of a women's hospital? I don't know, family. That sounds a little messed up to me, but hey, who am I? I'm just bringing out points. Let's read the rest of it. It also says, in recognition of his services and cause of science and mankind, or in the cause of science and mankind, awarded highest honors by his countrymen and decorations from the governments of Belgium, France, Italy, Spain, and Portugal. Okay, hold up, stop the press. You know, I know right now some of you saying, come on, Shaka, you reaching, you know, it's this one man, you know, it's not serious. No, it is serious. Check this out. Belgium. King Leopold of Belgium was responsible for the mass extermination of almost 2 million recorded Africans during his reign over the Belgians. This beast, King Leopold, turned the Congo into his personal plantation and playground. I know some of you don't believe me, but there's a documentary, guess what, made by white people called White Rubber Black Death, Murder in the Belgian Congo. And it shows how in Belgium to this day, they still have candies that are little black hands. Now, people don't know, in the Congo, if you didn't kept enough rubber out of the tree, your hands were cut. So this is more of this white supremacy. But back to this guy here. Now let's move on to France, which we know is another notorious spot for slavery. Some people say, well, no, that's not true, because, you know, when the American Revolution was coming, you know, France aided the Americans and fought against slavery. No, France aided the Americans in order to get a part of the slave trade. Now, let's move on. Italy. Well, anybody in recent history knows the history of Mussolini and what happened when Mussolini tried to invade or invaded Ethiopia and spread chemical death over the people. Killed the vegetation, killed the people through chemical means. But that's another one of the people that awarded this beast. Also, Spain and Portugal. Many of you are familiar with the story of Amistad. Well, let's talk about 1492, when the European took back Spain from the Moor. And at that time, the Moors, who were Muslims, who were black Africans, had technology and science well beyond. When these barbaric Europeans came in and took it back, crushed and killed everything. But now these murderous countries are all teamed up together to give praise to this man, J. Marion Sims. Now, I don't want you to believe me. I want you to go out and do the research for yourself. Go online and look up J. Marion Sims. And look up the history of J. Marion Sims. And look up how could a murderer like this be accredited with an award? But you and I, if we mention the name of Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad, shh, be quiet. If we say Farrakhan, shh, be quiet. If we say Nat Turner, shh, be quiet. But these are people who are standing and have stood. I can go on with a whole list of names of people who have stood up, died in the name of freedom, in the name of liberation. But here's a bastard who's responsible for straight murder, and he gets a statue. Where's the statue of Malcolm? You know, that's put up by someone else. Where's the statue of Toussaint? Where's the statue of Jean-Jacques? None of those. Where's the statue of Sojourner? People say, well, you got a Harriet statue, but they took the gun out of their hand. So what good is that statue? Where's ours? So we're going to focus on is the psychological trauma of these things. See, now that was the history. Now psychologically, black man and woman, you have to understand that what your great-great-great-great-great-grandmother went through on that so-called operating table, she passed on genetically to those who watched her endure it, and they passed it on to their seeds and so forth. So when you walk past him, psychologically and subliminally, what happens to you, the black woman, is things in your spirit react to walking past this demon. Because image provokes vibration. Vibration provokes response. That's why when they move into certain countries, they crush certain images. This is why movies portray certain images, because image produces response. Response equals reality. Reality can sometimes equal control or liberation, depending on who's using it. So now every time you walk past the statue of this murderer, and you walk your babies past it, you're telling them that they should love a man responsible for killing them. So you do the math.
You have no idea what it took for us to be here. Cause if you did, you'd live differently. I didn't arrive in your country with the choice of the pilgrims. I was hogtied and carried outside of my village. The cries of my newborn echo in my visions, forced to listen as they committed the greatest sin on our women. I witnessed the killings of our elders and children. The bodies left unburied for the maggots to finish. I swear if I live, it's only for revenge and a chance to make amends with my family's spirit. Travel for a minute through the lands of my native, till we reached a port filled with an armada of slave ships. At gunpoint, I was made to strip naked, bathed and fully shaven for the trade examination, placed in a pen with women and men from different